This exercise is called downward facing dog. So you might be familiar with this from yoga. This is a key exercise to stretch all of the muscles along your posterior chain, and doing it correctly makes a really big difference. So I'm going to talk you through it today. I want you to start off with your hands on the floor and your knees on the floor. Make sure that your fingers are pointed straight ahead and that the palms of your hands and your fingers are totally flat against the floor. I want you to curl your toes under and pike your hips up and back, and see how I have a bend in my knees? That's how I want you to start off here. And I want you to first focus on pushing with your hands. Imagine that you're pushing your chest through your arms. Push, and then the second thing I want you to focus on is pulling back with your hips. Okay, once you get that going, I want you to try to straighten out your knees. Breathe. And as you exhale, let your heels down to the floor. Okay, you're going to hold that for 1 minute. Let's go over a couple of the most common errors that people make on downward facing dog. First thing, I see people with a rounded back. Is my back rounded, Jenny?
A little bit.
I have a hard time rounding my back. How's that?
Straight.
It's straight. So the biggest mistake on downward facing dog is with the back rounded up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So don't round your back, you guys. So if your back is rounding, bend your knees so that you can get it straight. Does that make sense? So keep your back straight. That's the priority, and then work towards straightening out your knees. Okay? The second mistake that I want you to avoid is having your feet miss